Good day to you all. I am C.S. Srinivasa, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Dr. S.V.K.P. and Dr. K.S. Raj Arts and Science College, Penugonda. Welcome back to Phase Structure Grammars. So here, determine whether the word CBAB belongs to the language generated by this particular phase structure grammar. This phase structure grammar, it has the alphabets. So this is the A, B, C are the terminal symbols. Capital A, B, C and S are the non-terminal symbols, where S is the starting symbol also. And the productions are S implies AB, capital A implies CA, capital B implies capital BA, capital B implies capital C and small b, and capital B implies small b, capital C implies small cb, and capital C implies capital B. So here we need to determine whether this particular string or the word belongs to this particular language specified by the particular phase structure grammar. This string belongs to the language. That language is generated by this particular phase structure grammar. This phase structure grammar, it contains, these are the productions. Right. Now you start with the start symbol. S, you start with S implies AB, capital AB. You should travel towards this small c, b, a, b. So all these are the terminal symbols. Small c, b, a, b. So you start with S implies AB. Next we use the symbol or the productions. We use these productions to start from S, this symbol. You should get this particular small c, b, small a, small b, right? So we use start symbol. S implies AB instead of AB. So here you see you can substitute the some of the strings by using A and some of the strings by using B according to these productions. Now only one A is there in the at the left side, so you substitute, you take the capital C and small a instead of capital A, So then we use this particular production. Capital A implies small capital C and small a. So we obtain S implies AB instead of A. We substitute capital C and small a, and as usual the capital B is there. Finally you will get the capital C, small a and capital B. Now we should travel towards this particular small c, b, a, b. Now we use the C with instead of we use the C towards AB or small b, right? So because CBAB begins with the symbol CB, CBAB begins with the symbol CB. So how you get the CB? Instead of C, you can substitute CB. Right here we have the capital C, small a and capital B. Instead of C, capital C, you can substitute CB, and A is as it is, and you have the finally you have the capital B. Now the string translated to capital C, small c, small b, small a and capital B only. Now we will get small c, small b, small a and small b also. Instead of capital B, we require small b. So which product we use? This product we use. Capital B instead of instead of capital B, you substitute small b. Now you substitute, you take the production, substitute small b in place of capital B. So finally you will get the small c, small b, small a, small b. So this is the final word. You can derive this particular word from the language. That language is generated by this particular phrase structure. This phrase structure, it contains, these are the productions. We use these productions to determine whether this belongs to the language or not. Phrase structure grammars. And second one is second example. This is the second example. Let G be a grammar with vocabulary. V alphabet, V start symbol, capital A, this is the non-terminal, small a, small b. A set of T is the terminal symbols, small a, small b, and starting symbol S, and the productions are S implies small a, capital A, S implies small b, and A implies small a, and again small a. So here the question is, what is language and the language of this particular grammar? Now you start with S. Here there are two start symbols, right? This is the S is the start symbol. There are two productions. Those two productions have the start symbol at the left side. So by using this particular this particular production, so we can derive small a and capital A. We can derive small a and capital A by using S implies small a, capital A. So and instead of capital A, you can substitute two A's. So from small a and capital A, we use the production capital A implies small a. This can be derived. Instead of we use A, capital A, you substitute small a, two small a's. So finally you will get the 3 a's. You will get the 3 small a's. And by using this particular start. And another start production is S implies B. Finally there is no non-terminal symbols. You will get the only terminal symbol, that is called B. We can also use the production S implies B to derive the B. So finally you derive only two things. One is the small b and second one is the 3 small a's. So no additional words can be derived. Hence the language is one is the small b and second one is the 3 small a's. So this is about the language. Language, it has the two words. One is the small b and second one is the 3 small a's. And another example is there is a one grammar. It has the vocabulary. S is the vocabulary. S is V. Vocabulary is alphabet V. So it has the start symbol, and there is a 1, 0 and 1. These are the two terminal symbols. 0 and 1 are the two terminal symbols, and S is the start symbol. And productions are S implies double 1s and S implies 0. What is the language? What is the language represents this particular phase structure grammar? Now you start with anything. One is this particular, and S implies double 1s, and one more is S implies 0. So from S we can derive 0 directly by using this particular production, and you can use this particular production to get double 1s. So by using this particular production, S implies double 1s. S implies double 1s. We use this particular production to get the double 1s. So hence we you get one is the 0 and second one is the double 1s. Again S is there. S is there. This is a non-terminal symbol. So you can substitute the either 0 or double 1s in place of this particular S. So that's why from double 1s. So this is clear. There is no non-terminal symbol. Here is the non-terminal symbol S. In place of S, you can again substitute either 0 or double 1s. For example, if you use this particular production, or otherwise 0 substitute here, so you will get the double 1 0, and you can use this particular production to substitute double 1s in place of S. Double 1s in place of S, you will get the 4 1s and then followed by S. So again the S is there. So you substitute S. You substitute 0 in place of S, you will get this one. You substitute double 1s in place of this S, you will get this one. This process will continue. So like at any stage, the derivation we can either add 2 1s every time, add 2 1s at the end of the string, or terminate the derivation by adding 0. Terminate by adding 0, or otherwise you can add 2 1s to the at the end of the string. So here the language is either 0, double 1 0, 4 1 0, and then 6 1s 0, 8 1 0, like that. The language is 0, double 1 0, 4 double 1 0, 4 1 0. Now again you substitute 0 in place of S, you will get the 6 1 0, and you have the 6 1s and 2 more 1s and S is there. That means 8 1s yes. You will get, we use this particular production, you will get the 610. If we use this particular production to get the 810. Again 8 1s and yes, 8 1s and S. Again for that 8 1s and S, we use 0 and a double 1s. Like that, this will continue. So finally you will get the strings like 0, double 1 0, 4 1 0, 6 1 0, 8 1 0, 10 1 0, 12 1 0, like that. So the language is even number of. This is the language. This is the language with words are 0, double 1 0, 4 1 0, 6 1 0, 8 1 0, 10 1 0, 12 1 0, like that. So this is nothing but even number of ones. All these are the even number of ones, followed by and ended with the 0. This is the 0 ones is the even number of ones, ended with 0. This is the 2 ones ended with 0. 4 ones ended with 0. 6 ones ended with 0. 8 ones ended with 0. This is the language. Even number of ones and end with 0. This is the one language specified by this particular phase structure grammar. And another phase structure grammar is find a phase structure grammar to generate this particular. Here 0, m number of times 0, n number of times 1. Where m and n are two different non-positive integer numbers. Two different non-positive integer numbers. Those two are not equal. Maybe equal. That is the m and n are, those two are non-integers, non-negative integers. So 0 power m means there are m number of zeros and 1 power n means n number of ones. For example, m is 2 means there are 2 zeros. N is 3 means there are 3 ones. 2 zeros and 3 ones. Like that, you define this is the m number of zeros and n number of ones. The grammar G1, it has the alphabet S01. 01 are the terminal symbols, S is the start symbol. And the productions are like S0, S. Any number of 0 and followed by S. And S implies S followed by 1. This is, for example, if you take m is equal to 0, so m is 0, only S is lambda, S is lambda means null string, and m is 0 power 0 is 0, only single 0 you will get, and n is equal to 1 means, so n is equal to 1 means S is, this is the only one, and S is lambda, and S is 1, so lambda, you substitute lambda here, and only 1 is there, so S1, lambda, and 1 is there. So 1 0 and 1 0 number of m number of zeros and n number of ones. That means using the first production, m times puts the m zeros beginning of the string, and second production, this production can n times puts the n number of ones at the end of the string, right? You put the end of the string, ones at the end of the string, zeros at the starting of the string. This is about the phase structure grammar, zeros and ones. And here is the one more phase structure grammar that generates the set zeros and ones, equal number of zeros and equal number of ones. This is the where 0 power n and 1 power n, equal number of zeros and equal number of ones, where n is running from 0 to 1. So 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. So now two productions can be used to generate all strings consisting of a string of zeros followed by a string of same number of ones. For example, there are 3 zeros, there must be 3 ones. There are 4 zeros, there must be 4 ones. So the same number of ones are there. So including the null string, lastly that is the null string. The grammar is like VTSP, where V is the vocabulary, that is the alphabet, T is the terminal symbol, S is the starting symbol, and you have to specify the productions. Where V is the 0, 1, S is the starting symbol, 0, 1 are the terminal symbols, S is the starting symbol. And the productions are, S implies 0, S, 1, 0 and S, 1. In between, the S is in between 0 and 1. S is in between 0 and 1, and one more starting is null string. This is the one more production is null string with starting symbol S. Now the language is, for example, if you put S is lambda, that means null string, then you will get only 0, 1. Same, one single 0, single 1. If you put 0, S, 1, instead of S, again you put the 0, S, 1, and this is the S, 0, S, 1. That means the left side 2 zeros and right side 2 ones, and in between there is one S. Substitute this particular null string, then you will get the 2 zeros and 2 ones. For that again, there is a 1 S, 2 zeros, S, and then 2 ones. You substitute this one. It becomes 3 zeros and 3 ones. In between, the 1 S is there. You substitute a lambda for it. Then finally, you will get the 3 zeros and 3 ones. This is equal number of zeros and equal number of ones. The production is S implies 0, S, 1, and S implies lambda. Here, just you substitute either lambda at S, or you substitute lambda here S in place of S, then you will get 0, 1. Or otherwise you substitute 0, 1 and S. In place of S, you again substitute 0, 1. 0, 1 S. So 0, 1 in between 0, 1 S. That means for the S, there are 2, left side there are 2 zeros, right side 2 ones, and S is there. In place of S, you substitute lambda. Like that you will get the 0, 1 and 2 zeros 2 ones, 3 zeros 3 ones, equal number of zeros and equal number of ones. This is the language